Welcome back to the program. Now, across the United States and Americans abroad, everybody wants to try to give back this Thanksgiving. This weekend, thousands upon thousands of people are volunteering at a time when too many vulnerable people have been abandoned by their governments and feel left behind. In New York, the organization God's Love We Deliver is celebrating its 40th anniversary, sending out medically tailored Thanksgiving meals for people who are too sick to shop or cook for themselves. From my archive, when I jumped on board the charity's meal train, then in its infancy in 1988, at a time of desperate need as people struggled to survive the AIDS epidemic. For the past several days, an army of volunteers has been baking and chopping and stirring things up for Thanksgiving. But this is not just another day in the kitchen for these cooks. They belong to an organization called God's Love We Deliver, and they plan to deliver food and company to people with AIDS who are homebound, people who otherwise would spend Thanksgiving hungry and alone.
So there is a sadness too, but the other side of the coin is all the goodness and all the love, the compassion.
Compassion that comes from about 200 volunteers to some 300 people with AIDS, like Mary Diaz.
I love them. I love them. Because they have helped me out so much. You know, I would actually get starved.
Although the group goes the extra mile on holidays, providing cards and beautifully wrapped hampers of food, they actually feed their clients all year round. It began as a one-woman effort 2 years ago.
I saw a young man who had AIDS in the late stages, and he was bedridden, and he had no money for food, and his situation really moved me very much.
2 years later, the organization relies almost entirely on private contributions, although it is seeking more public funding. The program's motto is "No homebound person with AIDS will go hungry." It hopes to go national. It already has reached Washington, D.C., where it's called Meals on Heels because there isn't enough money yet for transportation. Here in New York, the volunteers deliver their food in vans, taking it to tenements in some of the city's poorest neighborhoods.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
Too sick to leave her apartment, Mary Diaz has come to rely on the help she is getting. As she unwraps her gifts, she says she has plenty to be thankful for.
I got food for me and my kids, and I'm still alive to be with them.
And it is great to remember that spirit of community and compassion and know that it still is alive.